So now there was something filed on Tuesday by Jane Doe's lawyer, basically asking for Takeoff's mom to be the person that has to be present in court for Takeoff.
In a shocking turn of events, a woman has come forward to expose Takeoff, one of the members of the popular rap group Migos, for allegedly abusing her on camera. The woman claims that she was raped by Takeoff at a house party in Los Angeles. Take a seat as we delve into the details of this disturbing case and explore the implications it has for the music industry. Sexual abuse lawsuit. When the news first broke out, it was a scandal that has rocked the music industry. A woman had come forward accusing the late Takeoff, one of the members of the popular rap group Migos, of sexually assaulting her at a house party. In this video, we will take you through the events leading up to the alleged abuse, shedding light on the disturbing details that have emerged. Migos, consisting of Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff, has been dominating the music charts for years. Known for their catchy beats and infectious lyrics, the group has amassed a massive fan base. The incident in question took place at a house party in Los Angeles on June 22, 2020. The woman, who wishes to remain anonymous and is referred to as Jane Doe, was invited to the party by Daryl DJ Durrell McPherson, a producer and engineer for Migos. Little did she know that this night would turn into a nightmare. Jane Doe arrived at the party around 7 p.m., expecting to meet DJ Durrell for a date. However, upon entering the house, she quickly realized that it was not just a romantic rendezvous. The place was filled with people, and the atmosphere was lively, to say the least. As Jane Doe made her way through the crowd, she couldn't help but notice Takeoff's intense gaze fixed upon her. It made her feel extremely uncomfortable, and she decided to confide in DJ Durrell about her unease. DJ Durrell, concerned for Jane Doe's well-being, offered to take her upstairs to his room, away from the prying eyes of the party. Relieved, she accepted his offer, hoping to find some respite from Takeoff's unsettling presence. As they ascended the staircase, they crossed paths with Takeoff, who seemed visibly angered by their interaction. A heated argument ensued between Takeoff and DJ Durrell, leaving Jane Doe feeling even more uneasy about the situation. Deciding it was best to wait for DJ Durrell in his bedroom, Jane Doe entered the room and anxiously anticipated his arrival. But to her shock, it was Takeoff who walked in instead. According to the lawsuit, Takeoff wasted no time in making unwanted advances toward Jane Doe, disregarding her unequivocal refusals. Despite her protests, he proceeded to touch her without her consent, crossing the line into a horrifying act of sexual assault. The trauma of the assault left Jane Doe devastated and in immediate need of medical attention. She sought help at a nearby hospital, where medical professionals observed physical evidence of forceful rape. The Los Angeles Police Department was promptly notified of the incident. Since then, Jane Doe's lawyer, Nima Rahmani, has been in contact with the LAPD, who are actively investigating the allegations. They are determined to see Takeoff held accountable for his actions. The road to justice has been a challenging one for Jane Doe. It has been over a month and a half since the assault, and no arrests have been made. The slow progress has left her frustrated, but she remains hopeful that law enforcement will push the investigation forward aggressively. As the legal battle unfolds, Takeoff's attorney, Drew Findling, vehemently denies the allegations, stating that they are false and part of an exploitative money grab. He insists that Takeoff is a peaceful and reserved individual, and this case is far from a true sexual assault. The allegations against Takeoff have sent shockwaves through the music industry, raising important questions about consent, accountability, and the treatment of victims. The legal battle between Jane Doe and Takeoff has raised important questions about consent, accountability, and the treatment of victims. It has also shed light on the challenges faced by survivors of sexual assault when seeking justice. Takeoff's death and lingering lawsuit. Takeoff, born Kirsnick Kari Ball, was a talented rapper and one-third of the chart-topping Atlanta band Migos. Born on June 18, 1994, Takeoff grew up in a musical family with his uncle and cousin, Quavo and Offset, also pursuing careers in the music industry. From a young age, Takeoff showed a passion for music and a natural talent for rapping. The trio formed Migos in the early 2010 and quickly gained attention with their unique style and infectious energy. Takeoff's contributions to the group were instrumental in shaping their sound and establishing their place in the music industry. His punchy vocal triplets and distinct delivery became a trademark of the Migos' music. Migos' breakthrough came in 2013 with their hit single, Versace. The song showcased their signature flow, known as the Migos flow, which involved rapping in short, quick-fire triplets. Takeoff's rapid-fire delivery and precise timing added an extra layer of excitement to their music. Versace propelled Migos into the spotlight and set the stage for their future success. Following the success of Versace, Migos continued to dominate the charts with a string of hits. Songs like Bad and Boujee, Walk It Talk It, and Stir Fry solidified their position as one of the most influential rap groups of their generation. Takeoff's lyrical prowess and dynamic performances played a crucial role in their rise to fame. Despite his undeniable talent, Takeoff remained humble and focused on his craft. He was known for his dedication to creating music that resonated with listeners. Takeoff's contributions to Migos extended beyond his role as a rapper. He was also involved in the production and songwriting process, showcasing his versatility and creative vision. Takeoff's impact on the music industry extended beyond his work with Migos. He collaborated with various artists, further showcasing his versatility and ability to adapt to different styles. His collaborations with Drake, Gucci Mane, and other notable artists demonstrated his ability to hold his own alongside some of the biggest names in the industry. As Takeoff's career continued to soar, he received numerous accolades and nominations. In 2017, Migos' single Bad and Boujee topped the charts and earned them a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Performance. The song's success solidified their status as a force to be reckoned with in the music industry. However, Takeoff's life would be tragically cut short when he was shot to death in November 2022. The night of tragedy unfolded at a bowling alley in Houston, Texas, where Takeoff had been enjoying a private gathering with his uncle and bandmate Quavo. The 810 billiards and bowling alley, known for its vibrant atmosphere, became the backdrop for a devastating turn of events that would forever change the course of Takeoff's life. It was in the early hours of the morning, around 2:30 a.m. local time, when chaos erupted on the balcony of the establishment. Approximately 40 to 50 guests were present, creating an atmosphere of celebration and camaraderie. However, the jovial atmosphere quickly turned into a scene of horror when an unidentified individual opened fire. Eyewitnesses described the sudden eruption of gunfire as a shocking and chaotic event. Panic and confusion gripped the crowd as people scrambled for safety. Amidst the chaos, Takeoff, his uncle Quavo, and other partygoers found themselves caught in the crossfire, with Takeoff being fatally shot dead.
Rapper Takeoff from the popular group Migos has been shot and killed in Houston.
Law enforcement officials arrived swiftly at the scene, responding to distress calls from witnesses and patrons. The Houston Police Department, led by Chief Troy Finner, immediately initiated an investigation into the shooting. Chief Finner, in a press conference held later that day, expressed his deep concern and condolences for the tragic loss of life. At the time of the press conference, Chief Finner refrained from speculating on whether Takeoff was the intended target of the shooting. He emphasized that Takeoff was well respected and known for his nonviolent nature. Chief Finner acknowledged the need for a thorough investigation to determine the motive behind the shooting and urged witnesses to come forward with any information that could aid in the case. As the investigation unfolded, law enforcement officials revealed that multiple firearms were involved in the shooting. The presence of at least two individuals pulling triggers further complicated the case. The motive behind the shooting remained unclear, leaving investigators with the challenging task of piecing together the events leading up to Takeoff's tragic death. The shooting not only claimed Takeoff's life, but also left two other individuals injured. A 24-year-old man and a 23-year-old woman sustained gunshot wounds and were rushed to the hospital in private vehicles. Their conditions remained unknown at the time of the press conference, adding to the sense of urgency in resolving the case. The shocking nature of the incident reverberated throughout the music industry and beyond. The loss of a talented artist like Takeoff sent shockwaves through the community, prompting an outpouring of grief and disbelief. Fans, friends, and fellow musicians took to social media to express their condolences and share their memories of Takeoff's impact on their lives. As the investigation continued, law enforcement officials worked tirelessly to gather evidence and interview witnesses. The search for answers became a top priority, not only to bring justice to Takeoff's untimely death, but also to ensure the safety and security of the community. The tragic shooting incident that claimed Takeoff's life served as a stark reminder of the senseless violence that can occur even in seemingly safe environments. The investigation into the motive and the individuals responsible for the shooting remains ongoing, with law enforcement agencies committed to bringing those responsible to justice. Takeoff's untimely death has left a void in the music industry and a profound impact on his fans and fellow artists. As news of his tragic passing spread, tributes poured in from all corners of the music world, highlighting the lasting legacy he leaves behind. Fellow artists, collaborators, and friends took to social media to express their grief and pay homage to Takeoff's talent and influence. Drake, who had collaborated with Migos on the remix of Versace, shared his memories of touring with Takeoff and the impact they had on cities around the world. Gucci Mane, who recently worked with Takeoff and his uncle Quavo on the song Us Versus Them, also shared a heartfelt tribute on Instagram. He posted a photo of Takeoff, accompanied by a caption that read, "Rest in peace, Takeoff," sending our deepest condolences and prayers to his family, friends, and community of people touched by his craft. The outpouring of tributes from artists across different genres and generations speaks volumes about the impact Takeoff had on the music industry. His unique style, infectious energy, and undeniable talent resonated with fans and fellow musicians alike. Takeoff's contributions to the rap genre were significant, and his influence will be felt for years to come. Before Takeoff's death, Jane Doe, who accused the late rapper of sexually assaulting her, had filed a lawsuit in 2020 seeking justice for the alleged assault. The lawsuit was filed in the Los Angeles Superior Court, marking the beginning of a legal journey that would persist even after Takeoff's passing. However, before the lawsuit could reach a resolution, tragedy struck. On November 1st, 2022, Takeoff was fatally shot outside a Houston bowling alley, leaving his family, friends, and fans devastated. But the legal battle he left behind continued to loom over his legacy. Now, in a shocking twist, Takeoff's own mother, Tatiana Davenport, finds herself thrust into the legal spotlight. She is being called upon to replace Takeoff in the ongoing lawsuit. The woman behind the allegations seeks to hold Tatiana accountable for her son's actions, adding another layer of complexity to an already contentious legal battle. As if the weight of her son's legal troubles wasn't enough, Tatiana is also awaiting answers on the lawsuit she filed against the bowling alley where Takeoff was tragically murdered. The lawsuit alleges negligence on the part of the venue owners, claiming that they failed to provide adequate security measures. As the administrator of her late son's estate, Tatiana Davenport finds herself thrust into the legal spotlight. She is now tasked with representing Takeoff in the ongoing lawsuit, a responsibility that weighs heavily on her shoulders. With the absence of Takeoff, Tatiana must step forward and speak on his behalf, defending his actions and reputation. Tatiana, a mother grieving the loss of her son, is now faced with the daunting task of defending him against the sexual assault allegations. Determined to protect her son's legacy, she prepares herself for the legal battle that lies ahead. But the question remains, can she convince the court of Takeoff's innocence? The public's reaction to Tatiana's involvement in the lawsuit has been mixed. Some sympathize with her, understanding the instinct to protect one's child, while others question her decision to defend Takeoff. The court of public opinion is divided, with debates raging on social media and in the comment sections of news articles. Takeoff's legacy, once celebrated for his musical talent and contributions to the hip-hop industry, is now overshadowed by the sexual assault allegations and the involvement of his mother in the lawsuit. The stain on his reputation is undeniable, leaving fans and industry insiders grappling with the question of separating the artist from the accusations. On the other side of the courtroom, the woman who filed the sexual assault lawsuit continues her pursuit of justice. She remains steadfast in her allegations, determined to hold Takeoff accountable for his actions. With Tatiana now standing in as the defendant, the woman hopes that the court will recognize the impact of the alleged assault on her life. The legal battle itself is complex, with both sides presenting their arguments and evidence. The woman's legal team seeks to prove that Takeoff's actions were non-consensual, while Tatiana's defense team aims to challenge the credibility of the allegations. It is a battle of words, evidence, and the interpretation of events that unfolded on that fateful night. Beyond the legal proceedings, the emotional toll on both the woman and Tatiana cannot be overlooked. For the woman, reliving the trauma of the alleged assault in court is a painful and challenging experience. For Tatiana, the weight of defending her late son's actions adds a layer of grief and heartache. Takeoff's fans, once devoted and loyal, now find themselves grappling with conflicting emotions. Some choose to stand by their favorite artist, believing in his innocence until proven guilty. Others, however, struggle to reconcile their admiration for his music with the serious allegations against him. The impact on Takeoff's fan base is undeniable, with divisions forming within the community. Beyond the specific case against Takeoff, this lawsuit has sparked a broader conversation on sexual assault and consent. It serves as a reminder that no one, regardless of their fame or success, is above the law. The case has shed light on the importance of consent, the power dynamics at play, and the need for survivors to come forward and seek justice. As the legal battle continues to unfold, the pursuit of truth remains at the forefront. The court will weigh the evidence, listen to the testimonies, and ultimately make a decision that will shape the lives of those involved. The outcome of this lawsuit will have far-reaching implications, not just for Takeoff's legacy, but for the broader conversation on sexual assault. The ongoing lawsuit raises many unanswered questions. Will the court find Takeoff guilty or innocent? Can Tatiana successfully defend her late son's actions? What impact will this legal battle have on Takeoff's legacy and the broader conversation surrounding sexual assault? One of the key factors in this lawsuit is the credibility of the allegations made against Takeoff. The court will carefully examine the evidence presented by both sides, including witness testimonies, medical reports, and any other relevant information. It is a delicate balance of weighing the woman's account against Takeoff's denial of the allegations. In any legal proceeding, the burden of proof lies with the plaintiff. In this case, the woman who filed the sexual assault lawsuit. She must provide sufficient evidence to convince the court that Takeoff committed the alleged assault. Conversely, Tatiana's defense team will aim to challenge the credibility of the allegations and raise reasonable doubt. As with any legal battle, several potential outcomes could arise from this lawsuit. If the court finds Takeoff guilty, it could have significant repercussions for his legacy and his family. On the other hand, if the court finds him innocent, it may provide some vindication for Tatiana and reaffirm Takeoff's innocence performance in the eyes of his fans. Regardless of the legal outcome, the impact on Takeoff's legacy is undeniable. The sexual assault allegations have already cast a shadow over his career, and the ongoing lawsuit only intensifies the scrutiny. It raises questions about the separation of art from the artist and forces fans to grapple with their support for an artist accused of such serious misconduct. The future remains uncertain for both the woman who filed the sexual assault lawsuit and Tatiana Davenport. Will justice be served? Will the truth prevail? Only time will tell as the legal battle continues to unfold. Other controversies that trailed the rapper. Although the late Takeoff was a relatively cool celebrity who wasn't always in the news, this wasn't the first stint with controversies. In 2017, he was embroiled in an altercation with Joe Budden, a former rapper and American media personality. It all started at the annual BET Awards in 2017, a star-studded event that brings together the biggest names in music. Joe Budden, known for his outspoken nature, was co-hosting a pre-show chat for Complex's Everyday Struggle. As the cameras rolled, Joe Budden and the Migos took the stage together. The atmosphere was lighthearted, with the hosts engaging in banter and jokes. But then, one of the hosts made a comment that would change the course of the evening.
Hey man, we got the Migos with us here on the BET Awards carpet, looking like a fashion spread. How you guys doing?
Yeah, we blessed, man. We dripping too, by the way.
The host playfully mentioned Takeoff being left off Migos' mega hit Bad and Bougie. It was meant to be a harmless question, but little did they know that it would strike a nerve with Takeoff.
I feel like there's like a running joke with you being left off Bad and Bougie. Like, how do you feel with the group is succeeding, but sometimes people pinpoint like, why isn't he here? Why isn't he turned up like the other two?
I ain't left off Bad and Bougie. You think I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Takeoff's response was filled with a mix of frustration and defiance. He wanted to make it clear that he was an integral part of the group's success and should not be overlooked. Joe Budden, known for his quick wit and sharp tongue, couldn't resist a snide remark. His dismissive tone only added fuel to the fire, intensifying the tension between the two.
All right, we gotta wrap this up though.
Quavo, another member of Migos, jumped in to support Takeoff. The exchange between Quavo and Joe Budden further escalated the situation, leaving the audience on edge. Budden then asked the host to end the interview, but the former went ahead to talk about how he wished he could talk to the rap group more because they were his favorite.
I couldn't
wrap
hear
it up
anything
then.
over there too. Close it.
Close it.
Hey, listen, man, I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long.
Unable to contain his frustration, Joe Budden dropped his microphone and stormed off the stage. This sudden exit caught everyone off guard, including Migos and their entourage. Chaos ensued as both Joe Budden's entourage and Migos' crew got involved in a heated altercation. Security rushed in to break up the fight, trying to restore order amidst the chaos. The altercation between Takeoff and Joe Budden at the BET Awards left everyone stunned. It was a clash of egos and a display of pent-up frustration. But this was only the beginning of a series of events that would unfold after the awards show. Following the BET Awards altercation, tensions remained high between Migos and Joe Budden's entourage. However, the drama didn't end there. According to TMZ, the Versace rappers, who had just won the prestigious Best Group Award, found themselves in the middle of yet another brawl. This time, it was with Chris Brown and his entourage. The incident reportedly took place as Chris Brown and his crew were leaving the Microsoft Theater. TMZ claimed that a member of Chris Brown's group pushed Quavo, one of the members of Migos. In response, a member of Migos' entourage jumped in and got hit. Despite being followed by Migos and their entourage to his car, Chris Brown managed to steer clear of the brawl. It's worth noting that Chris Brown had premiered his new music video, Pie, at the awards show, adding another layer of tension to the already volatile situation. Security once again had to step in to break up the fight, preventing it from escalating further. The chaos and commotion that ensued were captured by onlookers and circulated widely on social media, leaving fans and industry insiders shocked. The late rapper was also involved in another incident that even ended with drug charges and appearances in court. This time it was a high-profile lawsuit with Georgia Southern University. The incident occurred during a performance at the university in 2015, where a fight broke out between Migos and the audience. According to reports, the group had arrived nearly an hour and a half later than their scheduled set time of 9 p.m. The group had also been scheduled to perform for 45 minutes, but they performed for less than 30 minutes before leaving the stage. This then caused a disagreement between the show organizers and the group. The altercation resulted in injuries and property damage, leading to a lawsuit against the group. Georgia Southern University claimed that Migos' actions caused harm to students and disrupted the campus environment. The lawsuit stated that Migos had been selected to perform as the student body had voted to have the group perform among 7 acts that were up for consideration. It was revealed that ticket sales and student fees were used to pay for the concert, which amounted to a total of $30,000 that was paid to the group. The group's promoter, Big House Collective, also received an additional $3,000. Yet they not only came later than their scheduled set time, but failed to perform as stipulated. The group group was found in breach of contract due to the group's late arrival, shortened performance, as well as possession of contraband such as firearms and marijuana on university property. However, the university ultimately paid half of the agreed-upon fees. The legal battle between Migos and Georgia Southern University captivated the attention of the media and fans alike. Both sides presented their arguments and evidence, with Migos arguing that they were provoked and acted in self-defense. Finally, a settlement was reached between Migos and the university. The terms of the settlement were not disclosed to the public, but it was reported that Migos agreed to pay a substantial amount to resolve the matter. Takeoff also appeared in court for the marijuana charge. Despite the legal hurdles, Takeoff continued to make music and pursue his passion. He announced the release of his highly anticipated solo album, The Last Rocket, in 2018. Fans eagerly awaited its arrival, hoping that it would mark a new chapter in Takeoff's career. Tragically, before Takeoff could release his solo album and fully showcase his artistic growth, his life was cut short in the tragic shooting. The loss of such a talented artist and the legal battles he faced serve as a reminder of the challenges that come with fame and success. In conclusion, Takeoff, a talented rapper and member of Migos, lived a life that was marked by both triumphs and tribulations. Still, his legacy will continue to inspire future generations of artists and remind us of the power of music to transcend boundaries. For more awe-inspiring videos like this, click on the card showing on your screen and I'll be waiting on the other side.